Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred!
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you haven't had a chance to do so by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And to go a step further, I humbly ask that you tap that notification bell. That way you'll be updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. Also, follow me on Instagram at YBSpeaks because, girl, as of tomorrow, bitch, okay, Sunday the 19th, child, TikTok will be gone. The Supreme Court supposedly unanimously decided to go forth with the TikTok ban, even though President Biden wasn't even trying to push the issue. He was going to leave it up to Trump to decide whatever he wanted to decide. Because at this point, let's just tell the truth. Biden's like, girl, I don't have much time left, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest of this presidential shit on y'all. Girl, I done did my little pardons. I done got my son off, child. Okay, hello God, as a father is supposed to. Amen. Girl, I done did all the things I need to do. Now y'all can go ahead. We can dump this pile of shit onto, President Trump, honey. Okay. And let Trump tell it. He is with the majority of the people that want TikTok to stick around. So maybe, just maybe, we might get some help, but the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court justices, girl, hello God, I believe their rulings are absolute and final. They base their decision on, they claim, reading through everything, that there is no infringing upon American rights here, girl. Our freedoms are not being infringed upon. So therefore, they don't see, a reason to go forth and keep the ban in effect. So yeah, as of right now, TikTok, I believe, will cease to exist, at least in the American experience. Okay. And I know at this point y'all are just over the whole TikTok conversations. Well, obviously not, because over there on TikTok, that's all that people are really talking about until, we can no longer see these people on TikTok. So I do feel like there's a still, healthy conversations that are taking place about the TikTok ban. And I wanted to kind of continue on just very briefly, just very, very briefly. Um, I truly do believe and stand by everything I said in the previous video. I do believe that this goes a lot deeper. It's not just about a social media platform. I understand why a lot of people are losing their shit. This is infringing upon our rights. Your excuses, if you had better excuses on why you wanted to ban TikTok, other than the same bullshit, the song and dance that y'all been giving us, data breaches, they're stealing, the Chinese are, stealing our, American information, hello God. Even though I feel like there's nothing important, there's nothing important that I think anybody would want from us. Um, all the other, the things are the things. But seeing some clips from different senators and congresspeople and, advocates to keep TikTok around, they gave better reasons why TikTok should stay around versus why TikTok should be banned from the American experience. Okay. But the kind of Supreme Court that we have, I'm just like, girl, we've heard, we've seen, we've bared witness to many, 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 many years of the highest court in all of the land, right? Well, this land, hello God, make some of the dumbest decisions that are counterproductive to what most Americans desire in this country. I'm just still like, to this day, the things that we we allow rule us, if I could be a fly on the wall about 100, 200 years from now to see how different um, the human experience should be, hopefully, because we're not going to see it in this lifetime or the next lifetime. It'll be a couple of lifetimes later on where we'll actually see, like, okay, girl, we no longer have a president, we no longer have a Supreme Court, or these, obvious, oppressive systems, girl, that have been plaguing the human experience since. I would, because at some point, the pressure is going to be pressuring, girl. All those diamonds that were created under the pressure. Hello, God, the stress. Hello, God, those diamonds are gonna be ready for war. They're gonna be ready for a revolution, honey. Okay. Eventually, history shows that the oppressed eventually destroy their oppressors. Period. Because and another thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm all for everyone being in their feelings about the whole TikTok situation, because again, there are underlining issues at hand, right? There's too much control that these governments have over the people. It's crazy to me. And they say that this is a democracy. And yes, I do keep my foot on that particular neck for a reason, because I want us to see our power, or the power they say that we have as the people, you know? And in that brings me to this. The way in which we're seeing this grand unification, girl, the advocacy, the power, hello God, um, come forth for a social media app. I really want y'all to think about that. And I know y'all are like, girl, you said you wasn't gonna stand on the soapbox for another couple of videos. Girl, I'm sorry, but when I feel it, when it's in me, bitch, when it is in me, girl, I have to speak. Because again, I find it crazy that we can all band together, hello God, when it's about something on the grand scale. Let's just think about it on the grand scale. Yes, I did cite the underlining issues at hand, and that's why I'm happy we're all speaking up and speaking out. But when you hear the majority of the people talk and joke about the TikTok ban, it has nothing to do with the things that I outlined. Hello God. It's more of a selfish reason. Girl, I'm not gonna be able to scroll 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna be able to get my laughs, and I'm not gonna. No, it goes deeper than that. But this is a message to the people that are just looking at the surface level, comedy of it all, right? Again, the way in which we've band together is the same way I talk about the people with the LA fire situation. They are banding together. The same way I talked about that, again, we find ourselves here, Kamala Harris, and that call that every black person got on that night and raised millions of dollars. You got Beyonce writing a fat ass check towards, to help people of the LA fires. I get it. I understand that. I'm sympathetic. But all of this goes to show that we can do things. We can push change. We can be impactful, not just on the mediocre stages of life, not just when it's something popular to talk about or a trend to push. We have the power to end homelessness. We have the power to end starvation. We have the power to push these motherfuckers out of these powerful seats that they've been sitting in forever, continuously allowing them to burden the human experience further with their trash, their toxicity, their controlling social conditioning mechanisms, hello God, that continue to oppress us. And when I sit here and I have to also turn this on the governments, the fact that and let me tell y'all how little the government thinks of their people. This is how I know they really they don't take us seriously. We're allowing them to utilize our money, taxpayer dollars, to hold these meetings, right? discussing the future of a social media app, having meetings, spending taxpayer dollars, having discussions about UFOs, UAPs, and extraterrestrial life in all of the government entities that have a hand in that, the black ops teams, girl, the millions and trillions of dollars, girl, that are going into this undercover operation, right? And no one has produced any real evidence. And I can only imagine the shit that I'm not totally aware of. Even the whole thing with Mark Zuckerberg years ago. Sitting down with the presidents and CEOs of Wells Fargo, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to surmise that these people are thieves. They're greedy. They're money launderers. So the fact that these people are parading their foolishness, hello God, in front of the American people, wasting our fucking money. Shit, right after the initial, report of the LA fires, you have the government signing a bill for $500 million to Ukraine. Meanwhile, you got people, still trying to recover and find themselves after their homes and their lives were torn apart by the hurricane several months back. FEMA ran out of money. No one has any money. They ain't even running no more news, coverage about these people still trying to repair their shit and get their lives together. And again, I'm sympathetic to everybody that is experiencing tragedy. Okay? But I'm just saying though, let's be equal opportunity type bitches when it comes to stuff like that. We see the power we yield when we stand up together. Why aren't we utilizing that energy for good? Why aren't we using that energy to hold these bitches accountable for their crimes and their sins against humanity, the very people that they're sworn to protect? Everything these people has done has been counter to what our interests supposedly align with. Again, repeating myself from the last video, and I really hate doing that, but it's like every step forward, we're knocked back 10 more, and even 10 more after that, because after you get knocked back 10 steps, your mind goes to wonder, like, why did this happen? And then you lock into why it happened. So you're knocked back even 10 more, bitch, because you're bewildered at the level of idiocy, hello God, the level of retardation that is reaping its ugly head through the human experience once again. The way we pushed the sales for Popeyes when that chicken sandwich came out. I think about dumb shit like that. The things that we'll put, but y'all can't help your cousin girl who just started a purse line. Hello God. Y'all don't want to look out for a bitch who started a skincare company, hello God, from their fucking basement, bitch. You don't want to put forth that same energy in trying to help someone in your local community, right? The way in which you bitches run out of the house to buy Beyonce tickets, Rihanna tickets. Y'all just saw the video of that dumbass bitch crying like a girl who's not used to nice, expensive things, honey. That black woman made herself look like a goddamn fool, squalling down child down to the Hermes. All for a Birkin that you had to get approved for. Girl, they didn't give a damn how much money you got, how much liquid assets you got, your net worth, your popularity, your social credit. They didn't care shit, even your credit, bitch. They didn't care nothing about that. You had to wait in line, and finally you've been approved for a Birkin bag. And you out here squalling down in front of these white folks, acting like you ain't never had nothing, or that this kind of shit impressed. Girl, you're the type of girl to sell your soul for a couple of coins of silver, bitch. Silver coin, sorry. Yeah, Judas. Making yourself look like a goddamn fool. So it's stuff. Think about the things that people go up for. And again, let's still have this conversation. We haven't canceled iPhone. We haven't canceled Tesla. We haven't canceled none of these, entities that have been proven. Bill Gates out here messing with our damn food. Hello, God. Literally about to change our damn DNA. We all gonna be looking like amphibians 100 years from now, bitch. Say goodbye to the last human coil, girl. We all gonna have fucking lizard tails, bitch, and be swimming in the water, girl. Well, y'all did want to discover, y'all wanted to, recreate the city of Atlantis, girl, the lost city of Atlantis, bitch. Well, I guess they trying to start. Y'all ain't raising a fuss about these things that are really about to impact our lives, that are probably in process. Hello, God, as we speak. We've continued to connect the dots of the conspiracy that these people are against humanity truly thriving and being successful. Oh, girl, and don't even, it goes an extra mile when you try to be successful on your own without their help. Because best believe they're not going to help you. It'll be the illusion of help, but girl, please. Let's tell the truth. When Miss Carisha Please was reaping its ugly head, do you think they were giving out free money? No, everything was a loan. You wanted to save your business. You wanted to save your family business. You wanted to be able to pay your employees. You wanted to be able to not go under and lose everything you done gave your life up for. Well, we're going to give you a loan, baby. You got to pay this back. Because we know a little 1,200 stimulus wasn't going to do shit for you. So everything is designed to keep us, at bay while also still keeping us close. That way they know what's going on. So they're aware of the rebellion, honey, hello God, the revolution, hello God. So they know how to put up their countermeasures. I just need us to wake up, girl. I need us to value ourselves. I need us to really think outside of the box. And it shouldn't be that difficult because they've gotten to the point in the last 20 years where they have literally just thrown it in our face of what they're going to do to us no matter what the fuck we say. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. It doesn't matter what we say. Girl, we just gonna throw it in your face. Police brutality, girl, we're gonna throw it in your face. Hello, God. Classism still continues on. We're gonna throw it in your face. Look what we have. Look what I can do, bitch. Okay, you can't do that. They're gonna, girl. You found a way out of poverty. Oh, girl, we're gonna tax that. We can't have too many successful bitches out here. Look what they're talking about with the lottery. You got to look at these systems. Remember what Apocalypse kept talking about, girl? Hello, God, in the live action X-Men? These systems. When him and Storm were having that conversation, girl, hello, God? It's these systems. And in these systems, they all claim that, oh, the people have control over these people because they allegedly voted for them. If that's the case, and if it is just that simple, why does it seem, and again, I'm standing on this hill again, why does it seem like these people are continuously in those seats? Making policy, rule of law, when a vast majority of the alleged voters are against the shit that they keep proposing. I'm sorry, Jasmine Crockett. I'm sorry, all of you other bitches out here. I don't give a. I'm sorry, and I know this is gonna sound real crazy. Love my trans girls, but all of this advocacy, it's about human rights. Period. Let's put trans underneath that motherfucking umbrella as well. It's all about equal motherfucking equality in this bitch. Sitting in these meetings, having singular conversations. Girl, we're talking about the impact of all people here. We're talking about the equal rights of all people here. When you start to single all these things out, that's when you start to get pushback from these, these hate groups, girl. Y'all are knocking on very particular doors that I'm going to say this, and again, and I know it sounds fucked up. We're not opening those doors anytime soon. We need to destroy the system. Hello, God. We need to destroy the system that made it okay for people to even ban or be anti of anything. So I hate to cut on my TV, cut on my phone, get on social media, and then we discover that y'all are, again, utilizing taxpayer dollars where we could be discussing why the fuck y'all keep cutting checks for the next bitch, but not us. Why don't you want to save the current state of humanity in our own fucking country? And when it comes to us and our needs, you guys sit here and say, well, we don't have the money. But time and time again, you prove that you do have the money. You got the money for everybody else, but you don't got no money for us here at home. You have solutions. Y'all literally sit around at these round tables and come up with solutions. You spend a lot of taxpayer dollars on coming up with solutions for every other country other than your own. The what's that place, girl? Ooh, girl. The place that holds all of our shit, the military stuff. They failed another audit. Trillions of dollars are unaccounted for. Well, I think at that moment you have found I think y'all found where all that money was going to for these black ops, organizations that were around here doing all the shit with the UFOs and extraterrestrials and then some. And this particular what is the name of this military? Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the place I'm talking about. Year after year they keep failing their audit. And we're not talking about $20 missing from the drawer down to McDonald's, girl. We're talking about trillions of dollars unaccounted for. The alleged people's money. What would happen to the local business who got a minor red flag while doing their taxes? Hello, God. They're off by $1,000. Girl, you finna come for everything. Put them on these big ass payment plans, girl, with heavy ass interest. Girl, you don't pay your student loans, or at least, apply for forbearance or whatever that shit's called, girl, where you pay your little $20 a month, girl, just so they don't snatch up your tax returns. Y'all quick to jump on the backs of the girls that are impoverished and that live check to check. But the military industrial complex fails an audit almost every single year. And again, not by $20. We're talking about trillions of dollars. I know China's mad, like, girl, we ain't never gonna get our money. America is just like that black cousin who you loan money to, girl, and they say they got you on payday. How many paydays then came around, girl? You still ain't got your damn money. I know China's over it. Hmm. I'm just saying though, girl, like we got to start focusing our energy into things that matter. We see what we can do on, the I hate to be like this, but the less, significant scale of it all. Imagine what we could do if we utilize that same prowess, that same energy, girl, if we unified together, the change that we could, impose. And yes, I do mean impose. It's going to have to be forced because I don't want to leave this world thinking that my descendants are going to have to experience the same shit, if not the worst shit, than when I left this motherfucker. Imagine the ancestors, our African ancestors. I think yes, they are proud because there has been some progression, right? Like I know Martin Luther King, even though they're not the start of shit on that level, but let's just say Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Malcolm X is probably disappointed because, girl, we have allowed our will to be snatched from underneath us, child. Okay, Martin might be a little bit happy because he was a little more tolerant. Malcolm X was a little bit more, girl, please, We by any means necessary, girl. You think it's cool. You think it's straight. That's why I like them. I think they had a duality about them that speaks volumes to the character and a lot of the spirits, that run through the African American community, girl. Yes, we're very tolerant, but on the other level, girl, like we can only take so much. And that's the question that I kind of have for all humanity, not just, my black brothers and sisters. I'm just saying, what is it going to take to say that, okay, girl, we've had enough? Enough is enough. We are literally at the precipice of what could be like a new dawn, and not in a good way, girl. Look around, pay attention, get out of your little cubicle, bitch, and see what's actually happening. And for America specifically, like, girl, you see these people again, time and time again, sit around and you view them on television. You're telling me that it's okay to let these kindergartners, hello God, with special needs, run this fucking country? And the fact that we haven't even tried to utilize our veto power on that level and say, girl, we're done. Hashtag this broccoli has been done. It's done, girl. Wilted. So you throw it in the trash, right? But we too scared to do that because we out here trying to save the world. Yeah, bitch, you save the world by throwing trash in the trash, eliminating toxicity, gutting out the moldy walls of that house so that the rest of it doesn't crumble, preserving our future. But obviously, y'all don't care about that, y'all. We care more about everything else other than the real important shit. Again, not y'all, but y'all. Shout out to Rodney. Okay. Anyway, girl, I want to end this by saying a few things. Um, if you are new or newer to my platform, I really do appreciate. I appreciate everybody, but if you are newer, I really appreciate you guys. I love y'all, and thank you so much for the support and the engagement. Right. But to know me, or at least to get a glimpse, hello God, of me and my passions, and the things that I enjoy, especially as it relates to providing commentary on many different levels. Hello God, okay. Please go down my repertoire. I have a lot. I think I'm at like 900. I believe it's 900. It's been a while since I've checked. But I have a lot of videos on this platform. And the reason I ask that you guys, sometimes in order to understand, we have to go back. And I ask that you guys do that because I'm not new to this. I am true to this. Okay. Um, and I'm not trying to be rude when I talk like this, right? I just need there to be some, collective understanding of what you're getting yourself into when you come over here to the YB Speaks Truth platform. All right, where truth is served, hello God, justice will prevail. Okay. Um, I am not everybody else. I am my own unique self. Okay. I am a little bit crazy. I am touched. All right. Most geniuses in history are Albert Einstein, Beethoven, Leonardo da Vinci, hello God, Alexander the Great. All right, hello God. A lot of the, forward thinkers, outside of the box thinkers, third eye comedic perspective type bitches, hello God, they are recognized because they were a little bit strange. They had a different perspective. Hello, God. They did not share the collective social conditioning mind frame as everybody else. You know what I mean? That's what made them great. That's what made them markers in history. Now, I am nowhere near a marker in history, but I'm just giving an example of, like, a lot of people would have thought these Edgar Allan Poe, girl, hello God, like a lot of Ernest Hemingway, hello God, a lot of these people, Sir Isaac Newton, hello God, The father of evolution. What was his damn name? What's his name again? I forgot his Darwin, Charles Darwin, girl. Hello, gone. A lot of these weird cunts. If it wasn't for them and their weird forward, out of the box, third eye perspective vibe, if it wasn't for them, we would not even know which way is up. Hello, gone. Plutarch. Hello, gone. Plato. Hello, gone. Michelangelo. Hello, gone. The list. Even Julius Caesar, as much of a warlord killer he was, the pharaohs were weird. King Tut and the girls were weird. Cleopatra, weird. Hello, God. Ramses, the first, second, third, and however many else came after him, weird. Hello, God. And I want to say this, by no means have I ever claimed to have been an expert in the things that I choose to talk about. But when I choose to talk about things, know that I know what it is that I'm talking about. I don't like to speak on shit I'm not educated on and I haven't done any research on. Even if I've done a little bit of research on it, I rarely talk about it. I might bring it up in just like an open discussion or like a blanket kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Just to touch on something real quick. But like for the longest, I actually loved, I'm going to give some examples of things that I've done research on, whether it be surface level or whether it be in depth. The solar system. When I was a child, I had a fascination with space. A fascination, girl. The solar system, the universe, galaxies, girl, black holes, girl, hello, God. Like I had I loved it. You know, I lived. That consumed my world for the longest. I used to get hooked up, girl, hooked on Star Trek Voyager, Star Trek, girl, Star Wars, girl. I was just really into space and all things space, whether it was fiction, nonfiction, or just some outside of the box ass perspective after conducting certain researches, reading certain books and different philosophies and things of that nature, girl. Especially as I dabbled into the world of astrology. Hello, God. Okay. Um, Further, things that I have done research on the occult. My middle school years, I was fascinated with the supernatural because I myself experienced firsthand supernatural situations. So that piqued my interest into the study of witchcraft. Whether it was light, whether it was dark, whether it was voodoo, whether it was Santa Maria or Santa Morena, hello God, gypsies, ain't the old world ancient magic. Girl, I was into it. I was really, really into it, girl. Hello God. More specifically, earth magic, ancestral magic, spiritual magic. That opened up the doors for me to learn more about mythology, more specifically, ancient Egyptian mythology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology, my tea, African, deep rooted African mythology. I'm still on that kick a little bit here and there. Girl, yes. Read the Bible twice, one when I was younger, and then later on in my right when I turned 18, I had just finished my second time reading it because my life had changed and my perspectives have changed, and I wanted my eyes to lay upon this book, with newfound experiences so that I can really get into it. Because the first time I read it, I was a little bit brainwashed. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those gays, girl, who girl, the black church will beat it into you that you are a walking sin. You're gonna live the rest of your life in hell type shit. So, girl, I was really into that Bible because I felt like that was the only way. Going to church, getting saved, running around like some crazy person, girl, having the wrong hands lay upon me to pray for me and my healing. To, I'm not gay no more type shit. No, man, Pam. Y'all made me feel bad. The church made me feel bad about who I was. That was the only real reason I dived into the Bible the first time. I got into it the second time because I had questions. And unfortunately, those questions could not be answered by that book. I dabbled into the Buddha. Hello, God. I started reading a little bit, not a lot, on Muslim religion. Hello, God, Allah. I dabbled a little bit in Chinese religion here and there, but girl, it was a little too much for me. But I got into it: Catholicism, Christianity, and I'm talking. I'm not talking about surface level on those two. I'm talking about really going in depth. Not all the fucking glitz and glam of religion. We're talking about the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages. We're talking about a time period in which Christians and Catholics were some of the girl. To this day, I don't think anybody has more bodies than them. Hello. Especially the Catholics. They laid waste to any and everybody, girl, who was not willing to bend the knee and convert over. Oh, girl. And like I said, the Christians weren't even that better. And when you really think about it, all religion, girl, the social conditioning, the social mechanisms, hello, the tools that are utilized to brainwash a collective group of people, girl, is crazy to me. Girl, again, that's why studying the occult became, something that I really live for. I dabbled in a lot of that shit. Spell casting, girl, curses. I was really into that shit a lot, which also piqued more of my intrigue into the supernatural, films and television and movies and shit like that. Charmed is still my favorite shit to this day, not the reboot. That was trash. The original, Hello Gone. The original Charm, girl, period. The real Constance M. Berg. Okay, period. Um, I have a deep love for dark lore, folklore, such as I love Dracula. I did a project on him many years ago in high school. Girl, learning about Solomon Kane, Hello God, just learning, girl, learning. I did an extensive reading on the underworld, girl, that crossed between the Egyptian mythology and the Greek mythology specifically. So like really getting into the things of those things. Really getting into the realm of spirituality again, not just reading but feeling, experiencing firsthand those things of spirituality that people love to talk about. Fuck Sylvia Brown, her fake ass. Fuck Miss Cleo bitch and those fake bitches. Why do you think a lot of times I do dabble in tarot readings? I feel like I have that spiritual connection. My entire life, I've had the gift of discernment on a much different level than most. Not to wrap myself in the, the ancient scrolls, girl, like, what's his name that passed away, girl? He thought he was going to be redeemed. I can't believe they allowed that man to be wrapped up in those, the Dead Sea Scrolls, girl. Y'all just, no wonder he died not too long after that. Bishop Eddie Long is who I'm talking about. Because, girl, after doing all that sinful shit to them boys, you want to play around with some ancient shit? Girl, you got touched and taken out of this world not too long after you did that whole, song and dance trying to, get the girls. Look what I can do. So you can, distract the kids from the real truth of who you are. So, am I an expert? No. Am I qualified to speak on these topics? Because I do have an understanding and some knowledge about it. Yeah, I'm going to speak on it. And don't you ever in your motherfucking life presume to know me or presume to know what I know. And if, hello, God, you know the shit that I bring to this platform, and not even just this platform, shout out to Conscious TV, because there have been many times I have been a guest panelist over to his channel when we are having, highly intellectual, in-depth, spiritual, like on a whole nother plane of existence type of conversation, girl. The vibrations and the frequencies, girl, are activated so motherfucking high. Hovering in the ether, bitch. Hovering and towering over mediocre minds. I'm gonna have to go over to his platform and see which videos that I was a part of. But great discussions over there, great conversations that are on a whole other level, girl. So again, if you claim to know me, if you claim to follow me and support me, you will know that I'm a very diverse type of bitch. And I delve in many different things. And I don't speak about shit that I don't know. Now, for the most part, I do give a cute, strong opinion. Hello, God. I do give a strong perspective from my own stance, but most, if not all the time, all of that shit is racked up in facts. Hello. Period. Well, I always talk about this. I'm gonna get out of here, girl. I know this is long. When I was in school, when I was in elementary, middle, and high school, while a lot of the kids were down to the lunch, I was down to the library. In the summer times, while a lot of the girls was down to the summer camps and down to the, the local pool, bitch. Okay, hello God, the rec center and shit. I was at the library. I've actually won some awards locally for my writing. I used to come up with these stories, girl, that were rooted in, historical events. I'm a time period bitch. I love all things like ancient world type shit. I remember I wrote this one report on Alexander the Great, girl, and I told you about the report I wrote on Dracula, which Dracula's character was actually created on based on a real person. Okay, girl, on a real person. The lure of Dracula, comes from a real conqueror. Hello God, and his actual name was Vlad, and he impaled his goddamn victims, girl. Yes, girl, he was a motherfucker. He got to be in hell, cause child. Okay. Um, but yeah, girl, been part of major discussion pieces on spirituality, conversations about God and angels and demons and all kinds of shit, girl. So again, I don't claim to be an expert, but I've done research, and in a lot of cases, extensive research. So I'm not a dumb bitch. I'm not bringing up topics in which I know nothing about. So I don't want no bitch thinking or saying you're not qualified to have these discussions. Who are you? Who are you, bitch? Okay, period. Anyway, let me get the hell up out of here. I'm gonna go home. I gotta take a shower. I'm just getting out of the gym, girl. Just thought I'd come on here and talk my shit for a little minute. And yeah. Drop that in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Engage. I truly appreciate you. Y'all be blessed and never stressed. And remember that health is truly wealth. Take care, y'all. Bye.